This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the USC Trojans and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He told me that the passing game is crucial today. Their quarterback is very experienced and a highly recruited player. Their running back, he is young and inexperienced. So look for them to rely heavily on the arm of their QB. The running back will get acclimated as the game goes on. We'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Trojans. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. Got to keep going.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go.
Man, we need to check that dude for steroids, bro. Free.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Makes a grab and room to run. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Florida. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Under fire. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Mayava. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they're after him. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
You know, in the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
My goodness, he had all night to throw the football. I know we're playing a night game, but goodness gracious, so much time. Usually quarterbacks, when they have that much time, will pick you apart. The defense stuck with the wide receivers. Nobody was open. They make the big interception.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Didn't make them sweat it off. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. Got enough for the first. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. They'll run the screen. Nice move there. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Scanning the field, it's Mayaba. Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights, and the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On the delay, it's Jordan. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the left. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Hauls it in.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Pryor. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Ball. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Jones to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. He got it right inside the pylon.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Could be an alley. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, It's Mayava. Working that left side now. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The give to the left. Maybe some room here. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC. Extra point here will tie the game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Picks up the 1st down. Lots of running room. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. Then he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Finds his man. It's Pryor. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Ball again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the target. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
With the catch, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. And the Gators will try to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who
might have a chance. At the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ball. Discards him with the stiff arm. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the gun, running back on the move. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Complete to the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Handoff ball running left. Here's a little room there. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. been nailed through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gator. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Gators answer right back.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's more. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Florida.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Barber. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The Trojans were the answer.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Going long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points.
Makes the catch, and he's free. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Here's a give to ball. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense. Jones to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Got a man. It's Brown. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here comes the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Snags it over the middle. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play,
continues to fight for yards. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way.
well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense